Hello, Cancer. Happy Tuesday, November the 5th. I hope all is well. I hope you guys are out there getting your votes in. If you have not already, please do not come over here with that Trump BS, honey. I'm not trying to hear it. I'm not trying to hear it. You may exit stage left, honey, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, change is good. Change is good. But, Cancer, real quick, let me tell you. Literally, I had already did your reading. I'm talking about got to the very end, forgot to put my phone on do not disturb, and got a phone call. So it like shut down the whole thing, and now here I am starting over. So, but you know what? All things in divine timing. Everything happens for a reason because to begin with, I was still trying to map out everything that was going on because there was a lot going on, but it wasn't like giving me a lot of information, if that makes any sense. You know, I had your spread. I pretty much went through 3 decks. I was on the 4th deck, which was the last deck, and I was still kind of like piecing together the puzzle. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, following the conclusion of the reading, when I got that phone call, after I got the phone, everything just started making sense. Everything started clicking. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna delete that one, and we're just gonna redo your reading. But what I was getting is that, and also I want to highlight the fact that when I started the reading, I didn't have the same energy that I have now. The energy that I had before was a little bit more like down a little bit, if you will. You know, it wasn't as like how I'm feeling now, a little bit more high vibrational. But before I get too in depth with everything, I just want to welcome you all to Two Intuitive Tarot. If you're new here, welcome back. If you're returning, I'm sending you all beautiful energy. Thank you for your likes, share, subscribes. Go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I do post a reading. But what I was getting, Cancer, is like there's something that you could be keeping under wraps. Like there's something that's like you're keeping to yourself regarding your relationships. And I do say relationships with an S because it seems like it's regarding a past individual and a current future individual, right? So it's like you were dealing with someone from your past for a significant amount of time, but this person never did it for you the way that this new person does it, if that makes sense. I hope it does. But what I'm getting at is like you met someone new, and it's like the feelings were just there. In your own perfect world, like that would be your perfect person. Like they just match your vibe, they match your energy. Like everything is everything with this person. It's literally like the person you've always prayed for and hoped to have. But I guess along, how can I put this? I guess with like the people you encountered along in life never quite matched that, if that will. Like, so, okay, you have this new person and they check every box, right? And so the people from your past, they never checked every box for you, if that makes any sense. So like they may have checked a few boxes, but it never was the complete thing for you. Like something was always missing in your previous connections, and it was like you found yourself kind of dibbling and dabbling, you know what I mean? Because, you know, you just were never satisfied. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you have this person and it's like, it's satisfying. Whereas other individuals that you are dealing with from your past, it took a collective of individuals, right? I'm talking about more than one, in order for you to have some type of satisfaction where you meet this one person and you know what I'm saying? Like they're satisfactory. So it's like 100,000. Okay, I'm not even gonna do you like that. I'm sorry, not too much on you, right? I'm sorry. But what I mean is like all the individuals that you dealt with in your past does not equate to this one individual that you're dealing with now. And this one individual like has you ready to risk it all, where you're leaving behind your past essentially, and you're more focused on your future and building with this new person and aligning both your worlds, and you know what I mean, finding the balance between both, if that makes sense. But we're going to go ahead and get some tarot and see if I'm on to something here, child. Yeah, look at this. The 10 of Cups. You have finally found your happily ever after. Like this person does it for you. Like they check every box. You guys are in agreement with you know, almost everything. It just really seems perfect. You understand? It just feels perfect. We have the 4 of Cups coming out, which signifies contemplating. Like you could be like contemplating what decision you want to make or how you want to handle a particular situation. Or, thank you, Spirit, rather, you've done a lot of thinking and contemplating regarding this person and this situation. You understand? Because we're talking about 10 of Cups. Like, that's it. 10 represents the completion of cycles. So this person completes you. You understand? This person completes you. I'm hearing Keisha Cole. You love me. You complete me. You hold my heart in your hand. And I know that. Look, I'm seeing the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So you just feel like this person makes you feel like $1 million. You just feel like the richest person alive within this connection, whether you are or you aren't. It's just you are overjoyed in happiness with this person, and you can't help it. You can't help it. You can't fake it. It is what it is. You're going with your emotions on this, point blank, period. You could be blending families. Engagement came out, so you guys could be getting married. Engaged, things of that nature. You're definitely seeing or seeking higher level commitment, because following the 10 of Cups, that's it. It starts back over with the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups represents manifesting love, marriage, proposal, things of that nature. So that's the next chapter for you, is love, you know, is marriage. You know, you've already found the love within this person, like true love with this person. And so what's next is marriage for you. So I'm seeing 9 of Wands coming out, which is Sagittarius energy. I'm seeing Pisces and Cancer. You could be dealing with another water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But yeah, more than anything, it's just like you're overwhelmed with emotions. And this decision didn't necessarily come easily because, you know, regarding that past situation, there's someone from your past that you have extensive history with, a long history with. And the thing about it is, you know, how can I put this? Like, this person is someone you have love for. You have like you have love for this person. Don't get it twisted. But you're not in love with this person. And it's like you settled and dealt with this person for an extensive time. Because obviously at one point in time you did love them, perhaps, but there's just something that was missing in that connection. There was something that was always missing in that connection, which is why perhaps someone may have gone astray at a point in time, but never gone astray in the sense that, you know, you left this person alone, if you will. It really kind of gives a toxic situation. It really kind of gives karmic, because the difference between a soulmate and a karmic is that karmics stick around and they really like, they don't go anywhere. You know what I mean? Karmics just like, you can't shake them things off. You can't, they're hard to shake off, right? They just keep coming back. It like, they never go away. Like, it does not matter. They never go away. It's like they're never satisfied until like they've ruined your life. And I'm not saying this person ruined your life or was ruining your life or whatever the case is. I'm just saying that it isn't this new situation, if that makes any sense. Like, it's the difference between night and day. Like, there was always something that was missing in that connection. And, you know, I think because you once had love for this person, you tried, you know, even though you knew in the back of your mind you were settling. So you did give it like your all, but once it was said and done, it was like you just couldn't, you couldn't fake it anymore. So it's giving like it was a long time coming. This ending was essentially a long time coming, but for whatever reason you guys kept going back and forth a lot. You know what I mean? There could have been a codependent factor where you both were codependent on one another for whatever reasons. And so for a long time you stayed in that relationship knowing that you weren't really happy. You know, you were just pacifying the situation. And so now as time has gone by and you've grown and evolved, you finally met the person that really is your person and really is everything you want and need in your person. Okay? So look, the Fool at the bottom of the beginning. You're fully embracing this new beginning. And it hurts. It hurts like hell because, you know, starting new never comes easy, right? That's always hard. And there's just that factor of the unknown, right? You're not exactly sure what you're getting yourself into. You never know until you know, right? You never know until you do it. And so it's like, you don't care. Like, you just are trusting and having faith that everything's going to work out, because you may not have you may not have the history with this newer connection like you have with the past person. So you don't know this newer person as extensively as you do the past person. You know what I'm saying? Which is also, in a sense, kept you bound to a degree, because I guess you felt like you always knew, like I guess you preferred to stick with the devil you know to a degree versus take that leap of faith and try something new. But just something about this situation with this new connection is like the divine has shown you and has given you proof instinctively, intuitively, where there's just a knowing, like you just know in your heart, this is the right decision that you need to make. You know what I mean? You may not have a lot of evidence. You may not have a lot of proof, but it doesn't matter. Like, this is your decision. You're making it and you're standing on business and you're placing those boundaries up. So you're literally going cold turkey on this past person. You're cutting them off and you're not looking back. There's really nothing to talk about. You've done all the talking you can do within that connection. You know what I mean? If it hasn't worked by now, then it's safe to say it's never going to work. It's never going to be enough, and you understand that. And so you're like going within, and you're having strength regarding this decision. Like, you are very adamant on this decision, on starting over, and having like everything new. Like, I'm hearing everything new. You want everything new. Like, you don't want anything from the past. If you shared a home with that past person, whatever, like, you don't want anything like the furniture, the house, the nothing. Like, you want everything new because you're starting a new beginning. Look at the Fool here. What do they have? They just have this little tiny bag, and their dog, or whatever the case is. You could have a pet, could have a dog, but could also have a children. This person, your newer person, could also have children. Take it how it resonates. But I'm getting that you're happy. You're happy, and it could have been a long time since you felt this happy, since you felt this good. Maybe even like you haven't felt this good since you maybe been a kid, or maybe like since you were a child or something. So like, the fact that you feel this way with this person is enough for you to know you're making the right decision, and you don't care. Like, look, with the Nine of Wands, it's like you've been through some shit regarding love. You've seen some shit, and you know, it's easy to get discouraged, regarding the things that you've seen and been through within your previous relationships. But this situation with this new person, you're like, F it, F it. I'm rocking out with this person. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm going to have the strength. I'm going to have courage. I'm going to have faith. You know what I mean? I'm just going to persevere through this because I believe in this. I believe in this person, and they make me happy. I'm seeing that movie, My Best Friend's Wedding, where Julia Roberts, I love her. She's in Pretty Woman. She stars in that movie as the best friend to the groom, and they used to date back in the day, and things never worked out, or whatever the case is. So their relationship ended, and they remained best friends. And then they said, at this age, if we're not married, then we'll just go ahead and get married to each other. And so that age comes along, right? All these years later, they've been friends for many years, since college. And I want to say the age was like 30, 32, something like that. But anyway, what was I going to say? That age comes along for both of them, right? But the best friend is thinking, she's going to go ahead and get married to him because she hasn't gotten married yet, and he hasn't gotten married yet. But little to her knowledge, she discovers, once she talks to him, that he's inviting her to his to his wedding. So here she is preparing or pretending to be the groom's man, whatever, groom's woman, or whatever the hell you want to call it. She's doing all that capping, right? Acting like she's this supportive friend, what I want, but she's really a hater, and she's really feeling away because he's moving on with someone else that he genuinely, wholeheartedly loves. And although, yes, he still has a lot of love for this best friend, past ex, whatever you want to call it, it's just not the same. He's grown, and he's evolved, and he's met the person that he knows is his person. And so when the best friend tries every little stunt to ruin that marriage, it doesn't work. And in the end, she just ends up looking dumb and lonely because they still go ahead with their marriage. And, she's just feeling like, damn, I should have took the opportunity while I had it. But everything happens for a reason, right? Even, let's say they would have gotten married or whatever the case is. Who knows? They could have ended up divorced because that wasn't meant to be. He was meant to marry who he was meant to marry. So it wasn't this best friend or this ex lover, whatever. That could have been the scenario. You could have been like in a relation, in some type of, this is why I was so confused on this past energy, because it's giving like karmic, if you will, but it's also giving like someone like you're close with, that could be like a best friend, but you know, you would have like intercourse from time to time, which would put this blurry line here, because yes, you have love for this person in the sense of like, this is your best friend, you ride for your best friend and stuff like that, but it's like you're not in love, you know what I mean? Like there's just this thing, like when you're in love and you know your person has you, like it's like you don't see anyone else, you don't want anyone else, you're just tunnel visioned on this particular person, and that's the energy that you're in. It does not matter all the bullshit you've been through in life. You may be limping across that altar to this person, but it doesn't matter. You're gonna limp your ass across that damn altar, because this is the person that you're going to have, and intuitively you know it. You just know. It does not matter. Like you just feel so wealthy with this person. You just feel like a millionaire. You feel like the richest person alive, and that's why there's this energy, this protective energy, where you've been keeping it to yourself. You've been keeping it under wraps, because it's everything you've prayed for. It's everything you manifested. It's everything you wanted. And you had to leave someone behind. You had to leave people behind. You had to leave them in the cold turkey, cut it off. And, you know, it's sad, you know, to a degree. And, you know, I'm sure, obviously it's not easy, but you have to do what you have to do. And this is your justice. This is justice. This is justice, because we are actually in a time where the universe is aligning us with the people we're supposed to be with, the soul contracts, our soulmates, like, you know what I mean? True divine love. That's who, the people who are deserving and who have been doing the work are aligning with, because it's time out for these karmic connections and patterns that has been going on for so long, for so long. And that's why this person has your heart. And you're not interested in giving it away to anyone. Like you just have unconditional love for this person, and vice versa. You understand? Like, you know, it's love because they can do no wrong. When you think of unconditional love, like that's the love that you have. Like that's the love that God has for you. You understand? And that's the love that you have for like your children, right? You get what I'm saying? So it's like, regardless, like I'm going to be by your side through it all. You know what I mean? When you say I do, you mean it. You mean that thing. You want forever with this particular person, because spiritually, intuitively, you know this is meant to be. Like they check every box spiritually, mentally, physically, financially, emotionally. They just do it. They get you and you get them. There's not a whole lot that has to be explained with this person. What's understood does not have to be explained. You are very happy. Look, twin flame coming out. This is your twin. This is your mother effing twin. And you guys have come together because there's still some healing that has to be done on your end, as well as this newer connection, this newer person end. And you two are coming together to help each other do that. You understand? Because with twins, it's like your person's strongest area is your weakest area, and your strongest area is your person's weakest area. So you'll come together and you'll complement each other well, and you'll also be able to learn and grow and evolve and heal off of each other. Why? Because you have what they lack and they have what you lack, and it's just a perfect combination. Whereas with this karmic, you weren't getting any healing, you weren't evolving, you weren't doing those things with this person because they were karmic. And with karmics, they come into your life really to kind of spark like the catalyst in change, if you will. You know what I mean? Because it is very much so a learning connection, you know, not like a twin flame, but so much in the sense where it's like there's so much ish you had to go through with that person, and you just know, and you're very clear on what you want moving forward. You know what I mean? It's that type of learning scenario. It's like, oh, I cannot take this person for real. You know, like, oh, like, you know, I don't want to say they disgust you or anything like that, but I'm hearing that song by Chris Brown. It's like, and it's never the right time to say goodbye, but I know I gotta make the first move, cause if I don't, you're gonna start hating me. And I really don't feel the way I once felt about you. Girl, it's not you, it's me, yeah. Gotta figure out what I need. Oh, it's never the right time to say goodbye, but we know that we gotta go our separate ways. And I know it's hard, but we gotta do it. And it's killing me. It's never the right time to say good. Listen to your heart, girl. You know we should be apart, baby. I just can't do it. And sometimes it makes me wanna cry. So, yeah, that's the energy of this karmic situation. It's like you're running away from this past person, fleeing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have very well still been entertaining this past karmic person as you entered this new connection or relationship with your twin flame or your soulmate. But once you met your soulmate, it was so easy for you to make that run, because you always, you know, it was always there. It's always been a long time coming, but now I guess you feel like you have a reason to abandon ship, if you will. You know, because you've never met a person like this person now. Like the effect and the pull, the emotional pull that you have, and the emotional connection and chemistry that you have with your twin flame is like no damn other. You understand? And that's why it's so easy for you to, well, I won't say easy, but it's an easy decision for you to walk away versus to continue staying in something you're not happy in. You're not happy. And with this runner coming out, to me, I'm just picking up that this karmic isn't going out without a fight. You understand? They're going to pull every trick, everything they know how. They might go research and try to learn some new tricks to keep you around. And so with this runner energy, it's like, you know, you just got to make a break for it, because this is a situation where this person is not willing to let you go. And you know, if you like get caught up with the BS, they're going to suck you back in like they always do. So it's like you're just making a run for it, packing your little bag, your little book bag, honey, not even your suitcase, honey, not even no boxes, no nothing. You getting your little book bag and you and your dog and you getting up out of there. You getting up out of there because look, honey, wedding rings. This time wedding rings comes out, but before it was engagement ring with this same deck. And so it's like you don't give a damn. You don't. You give no dams. You're walking across that aisle. Why? Because it's the healthy choice for you to make. It's what's good for you. And you know it. You know it. You know it in every way. In every way. Your heart and your mind. This is how you know it's like your perfect ideal, because